So here we have our HubSpot UI set up for our free CRM account. We have now set up the account in HubSpot, and slowly we will be going through each of the sections. Within the start, let's proceed with the settings section. So if you hit the gear icon at the top here, and you will see the general settings. For now, we will only be going through the general settings, and in the later sections of this video, we will be discussing all the other ones as well. As far as the global settings are concerned, you can have your own profile picture. You can customize your first and the last name. You can also set a language preference. HubSpot provides you a variety of options to select from the languages, so the entire UI will be available in the specific language that you have set for yourself. One of the most important things is the time zone in the region that would be available within this platform. So later, when we will be discussing the tasks or the email schedule times, we need to make sure that they actually comply with this time zone. So for now, we have hit the United States time zone. So these are some of the properties that we have discussed within the global sections of the HubSpot settings. And we will now move towards, from the general settings, we will now move towards the account settings. Within the account setup, you have the account defaults section. Okay, so this account name usually corresponds to the company name or the HubSpot instance for your company. So as we are Xgrid, so I have named my account as Xgrid. You can set the time zone and fiscal year as per your company policies. You can add up other information around your company, mainly the domain. You can also add the company address, the city, state, and the country. So these are some of the specifications that you can add. And as you can notice that all of these are not mandatory fields. These are completely up to you to fill out the information. So these are some of the general settings. Now, if you want to enforce your company branding on the HubSpot instance, so that is also possible with HubSpot. You have the brand kit option in which you click on the My Brand Kit, and you can upload your company logos and your fav icons to give this a proper branding for your company. In addition to this, you can also select the brand colors. You can customize that, and you can also add a theme, edit the theme options here as well. Now, these are some of the branding options that you can enforce your company logos into it, and the theme preference. Other than that, there are some user defaults as well. So you can, this is a global placeholder for all the user accounts that you will be creating. You can set their language preference to English here. In our case, it's English, but you can set it to any other language as well. You can change the date and number format, and you have a couple of other options as well. So currently we have set it to United States as per our preference. In addition to this, you can see the email font. So each email that you will be sending out through HubSpot will have these email font configurations of this particular font type and the font size, along with the font color. If you want to customize that, that is totally up to you, whatever parameters you want to set for your HubSpot emails. There is a currency feature here as well that is affiliated with if you are registering the company deals or setting out the quotes and prices. So you can see that currently it is set to the US dollar format. So we will not be going into the details for this. Currently, we are limited on this add currency options within this feature. But you can see that this is set to the US dollar amount. So these are some of the account defaults. Now, one of the most important feature within HubSpot is you can create multiple users, or say unlimited users within your HubSpot instance. Now, as you can see that to run a company's marketing, sales, and operations pipeline, it is not one man's job. So you require multiple people to be, part of a team and to work together to fill out their chunk of information to give to your HubSpot instance a complete picture. So within this users and teams option, you can create multiple users, and you can set their preferences and permission sets to restrict their access within the instance. I have created this account, so you can see that currently I am the only super admin here. But let's go ahead and create one of the users. You can click on the create user button. Okay, so I want to customize some of the permission sets, so I'll go to the custom invite. I will now write the email address for one of my members that I want to invite. Okay. In addition to this, if you have a bulk of users that you want to give access right away, so you can also do that via CSV file. But we'll only go for one user at a time. I'll click next. Okay. Now you have 3 options. If you want to give them a standard user access, you want to start from scratch and rebuild their permission sets, or you want to make them a super admin. Now within the standard user permissions, you can see a set of permissions here. They have access to the contacts, companies, deals, and this is completely, it defines the permission set for each component, let's say contacts. So they have the view, edit, and delete permission around these. If you want to customize that, let's say owned only. So a contact would only be able to edit the contacts. A user would only be able to edit the contacts that they have created themselves. That helps you, so any other member of the team does not accidentally edit the contacts created by some of the other team members. So this is some of the functionality around the user preferences. Similarly, you can you can customize the preferences around the CRM tools, communication. If you want to give them the access to bulk delete, you can enable that. You can play around these multiple options that they have available. Once you've done with the permission sets, you can review that all the access, and if you agree to this, you can then proceed with the next option. Okay, so currently we do not have the option to create multiple teams. All the users will be available in the system without any team, but we can create the send. We can click on the send button to create the invitation, and this would send an email to my user. As you can see that I've created the invite, which is still pending. Unless the user accepts it, then they would be a part of my HubSpot instance, and they will have all the access that is mentioned here, or all the roles that I have defined for them. So this is how you create a user, and you can create unlimited users within HubSpot regardless of any subscription package.